Doors has two very difficult badges. You might assume that A1000 is harder to get since you have to go through 1,000 doors instead of 100, but looking at how many people have gotten these badges, it's pretty clear which one's the more difficult one. So why is this so difficult to do? Well, for this badge, you have to play through an entire game of Doors with a total modifier of at least 150%. If you don't know how to make a modified game, all you have to do is click on this button in the bottom right of your screen and create a custom game once you've beaten the game once before. From here, you'll be able to choose any mod that you want active, with most of them being negative. You'll have to unlock a lot of these mods first, and for most of them, you'll need to use the crucifix item on each enemy. Now to reach 150%, you have to add quite a few of these mods, meaning that in your effort to reach that total, you'll be adding mods you might not like in order to complete this challenge. So in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest mod combination to get 150% and what to look out for in this challenge. So without further ado, here's the list of mods that I'll be talking about. Looking at this list, you might see a mod or two on here that you don't like, or that doesn't fit your playstyle. So I'll break this list down into categories to show you the ones you'll always want to keep, and the ones that are a lot harder to do. The first category is what I call the freebie mods. These are the ones that you should have in every single run because they don't really affect your gameplay that much. These are El Goblino's Payday, Out of Stuff, and Last Breath. Beating doors without items and without taking damage should be something you're able to do before attempting this, so you'll always want these active in every single run. The next category is what I call the helpful mods. Now this might seem confusing at first as certain mods can help you, but let me explain. These two mods are You Really Can Run and Battle of Wits. In my opinion, these actually help you when you have these active, and here's why. For Battle of Wits, you can actually see the number on the door you open disappear, making it very easy to know that dupe is in the next room and what the next door is. Now, certain situations can catch you off guard with this. For example, if Rush ever attacks and opens the next door, you might come out of your hiding spot only to realize you don't know what door he opened. Or you just finished running for your life during Seek's chase and didn't even see the last door number since it's much further away than normal. And one more thing, dupe doesn't make any noise when you stand near a wrong door. Now this might sound like this makes dupe more difficult to deal with, but keeping him more present throughout the run will limit the chances of walking into the wrong door simply because you weren't expecting him to be there. For You Really Can Run, this mod allows you to pass through several extra rooms without worrying about any other enemies, which is really helpful, but you also need to be good at beating Seek for this to work. Dying during this part of the game won't be much of a help. Here's where we start adding in the hard mods. The first one is Itchy. Yes, the little spider that hardly does any damage can now kill you and it spawns more. But there aren't any items or money to get, so this one should be free, right? Not exactly. And when adding in the second mod, Locked and Loaded, keys are something that you'll need to find pretty often. So how can something like this be as easy as possible? Well, when you're near any key, it makes this noise. So listen for that sound when you're near a drawer, and you should be just fine. For the rest of the mods in this category, they all go hand in hand. Back for Seconds, which makes ambush spawn more, Nowhere to Hide, which makes it so that hiding spots aren't guaranteed, and Rents Do, which allows you to stay in hiding spots only for just a few seconds. These all relate to dealing with ambush and rush, but are all fairly easy to manage. For Nowhere to Hide, playing by yourself is the best way to use this mod since you have a better chance of getting one hiding spot instead of getting 2, 3, or 4. Dealing with Rents Do is also pretty easy, but requires good timing for when rush and ambush show up. Don't hide too early, and don't stay inside for too long. Now we're on to the 3 hardest mods in this combination, and these all make each other pretty difficult. The 3 mods are Watch Your Step, Roundabout, and Stop Right There. You might be wondering why Watch Your Step is one of the hardest in the run. After all, you don't take any damage when stepping on stairs due to the Last Breath mod being active, and while that's true, being combined with Halt and A90 makes it brutal to deal with. Step on one of these during Halt's encounter, and your run is over. And if A90 shows up when you step on one of these, you'll also die. A90 really is the wild card in all of this because it's the only enemy that can appear at any moment, and you must stop every single type of movement. Meaning no walking, looking around, getting into a hiding spot, and even pulling yourself out of a snare. If you happen to get unlucky enough for A90 to show up during Halt or Seek's chase, then all I can say is good luck. Halt is a very interesting enemy, and it's not that difficult to beat normally. It quite literally tells you when to turn around, so you just have to watch for the on-screen instructions and turn around when it tells you to. With this modifier active, it will not explicitly show you when you need to turn around. Watch how Halt appears on screen and the sound it makes when it does. Halt likes to partially appear on your screen and play a lot of noise during its encounter, so be sure to pay attention for when you're supposed to turn around. Halt moves pretty quickly with this mod active, so make sure you actually turn around instead of walking backwards. So with 13 mods and 150% added into the game, here's a recap of everything you need to pay attention to. Always be prepared to stop moving if A90 shows up. Watch out for snares at all times, especially during Halt's encounter. Listen for rush and ambush to get close before you hide, and if you don't see any hiding spots, don't be afraid to go backwards to find somewhere to hide. Listen for the shimmering sound that keys make to make sure you limit the chances of getting killed by Timothy. Keep track of what door number you're on, and most importantly, you die in one hit. I haven't said anything about Screech or Eyes because they appear as normal, but they will kill you in one hit, so make sure you pay attention in case they appear. And that's everything you need to know about this combination. Now, like I said, this is the easiest combination I've been able to find, and I've beaten this several times with ease. Here's a clip from one of my own runs to really push this point across. No way my audio just cut out. No way. Dude, okay. What just happened? Wouldn't that be a fun challenge? 150%, but you can't hear anything at all. I mean, I would throw jamming in there just because that's free. That is unbelievable. I look so goofy, though. That is unbelievable. I can't believe it. So I didn't just beat 150%. First try, I lost my sound halfway through the last 10 doors. That's actually crazy. So there you go. This might even be possible to do without any sound at all. Feel free to use this combination, or substitute some of your own mods into this list. I really hope this video helps you to beat this challenge. Thanks for watching.